Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Blood Phantom 81. Today I'm going to be talking about why Facebook is the weakest FANG stock right now, and it's not even close. If you were to ask me, would I invest in Facebook? I would probably say no. Will I continue to trade Facebook? Yeah, probably. Like if I see a good opportunity, I probably will. In fact, I own about a few shares right now, just a very small part of my portfolio, but I'm planning on getting rid of those soon. I don't care about any of Facebook's fundamentals, and I think if maybe you were thinking about a year or two down the road, if now would be a good buying opportunity, like sure, go knock yourself out. But compared to the other FANG stocks and compared to just other stocks out there in general, I think there are much better options. And I'm not a huge fan of Facebook right now. Typically, and I say this over and over again, I don't care about a company's fundamentals. I only care about price action because whatever's going on in the real world uh, doesn't always have an effect on share price and doesn't really for the most part. If there was something that would actually influence Facebook stock, we would see it in the price action as well. So that's kind of a way of killing two birds with one stone. And that's pretty much why I just look at price action when I'm talking about stocks. The other reason is Facebook, compared to a lot of the other FANG stocks, is actually pretty cheap and is actually pretty fairly valued. Okay, compared to the other FANG stocks, it probably has the best PE ratio. I'm pretty sure it's under 22 right now, which is around the S&P 500 average, I believe. Facebook's cost margin is awesome as always. It's always maybe 40 to 55%. Their revenue is increasing, things like that. Generally, I think Facebook is a revenue-making machine, and I think it will continue to be one. But we don't see that kind of sentiment in the price action. And I don't think it's fair to associate the two things, fundamentals with price action, because price action doesn't care about fundamentals. Price action cares about price action. You know, people put their money into stocks because they expect that the share price will go up and they will make money. People do not put their money in their share price solely because that's a good company. What's the value in that? What's the value of investing in a company that's good just because it's good? Your money's just going to sit there and you're telling me you're going to invest in a company because its fundamentals are good? Like I don't believe that. We all want to make money in the stock market. That's ultimately what drives price. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at my Facebook position. So I currently have just 4 shares, averaged at 163. Price action is currently at 165. So somewhat of a discount. And then if I show you guys my history of Facebook, yeah, what have I been doing actually? I've been doing a lot of weird stuff, I would say. Just been kind of swing trading it. So let's see, I sold 4 shares at 165. I bought 1 share at 160, bought a couple at 163, bought a couple at 161, 162. Ooh, that was really ugly. Bought one at 168. That was probably when it was a lot higher. But anyway, so I've just been like in and out of Facebook right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. So one thing to note is that Facebook is the only FANG stock where the 200-day moving average is crossed above the 50-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average is sloping downwards. That is not good. We just got a bearish cross maybe yesterday or a couple days ago, and it's not good at all. So Facebook has been oversold now, or hovering around oversold for maybe a couple weeks. So it's my expectation that we will at least try to retest the area that we are going to reject from. So when we get around here, honestly, my prediction is that this is just going to be a place where we're going to get rejected and then price action will continue lower. If I'm wrong about that, which I'm perfectly fine with being wrong, I'm wrong a lot. If I'm wrong about that, I would like to see price action get above this trend line, get above the moving averages, retest all of that, and then make a higher high, and then I would be totally convinced that Facebook is going on to the upside. So it doesn't take a lot for me to change my mind. But for the most part, I'm not liking what I see, especially compared to the other options out there. So yeah, like I said, this is a lot of resistance all at once to get over. This is actually the third or fourth video I've made about Facebook, and I've been pretty, spot on with the price action and where I see it going in the near term so far. So yeah, we broke below this red trendline support, and then we just plummeted down. This trendline support had acted as support for maybe about 5 months. So 5 months of support, and then we finally broke below it. So overall, not looking too good. But like I said, I expect some kind of oversold bounce, and I think we're seeing that right now. Pretty nice candlestick today. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some follow through, especially because the Nasdaq once again showed support on the 50-day moving average. Like always, we actually just touched it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful candlestick today. Anyway, so going back to Facebook on the weekly time frame, Facebook is looking, like I said, okay. One thing to note is that we're still above this this 200-week moving average, so that'd probably be like one area I'd watch out for. If Facebook does get to around 140, 130, 120, I'm probably going to be scoping it out a bit. Especially if it gets to around 130, then yeah, I'm probably going to dump a huge position in Facebook if we get to that point. But yeah, like I said, it's the only stock that looks like that. Like, look, let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon, both 50 and 200 daily moving averages sloping upwards. Price action is above both of those lines. Same thing for Netflix. So Netflix, both above both of these moving averages. And with Netflix, it's pretty interesting. So currently we are in a tightening range. Like I said, I have a lot of money in Netflix actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at my position. So Netflix currently averaged at 360 with 11K in equity, so that's quite a bit of money in one stock, but I'm totally fine with that. But yeah, this looks like a regular ascending triangle. If you guys don't know what an ascending triangle is, it's basically, I've totally spelled that wrong, ascending triangle stocks. It's basically like a bullish pattern. It shows that support is moving up, thus the buyer strength is a lot stronger. So something like this. So what we see is the support's moving up. So first this was support, then this was support, then this was support. But one thing you have to notice is that resistance has stayed the same. So it's basically like a triangle, but it's bullish. There's another example right there. So yeah, it's exactly what I'm seeing on Netflix, especially after this brutal consolidation period. Finally got back to somewhat regular levels for Netflix. I think Netflix is just a high flyer. So yeah, I'm hoping to hold Netflix until it makes another higher high, especially maybe 420. I would love that. I'd be so happy if that happened. But yeah, liking Netflix. Let's go ahead and take a look at the last FANG stock. So Google is above the 200-day moving average, but actually below the 50-day moving average. As you can see, we had a lot of price action around it actually. So basically hovered above it for about a couple weeks here in the middle of the year, here in June/May. And then it had a really nice breakout, and then we retested it, had another really nice breakout, tried to bounce above it. We got a kind of weak bounce here at the middle of August, and then we eventually just plummeted through it. So now we're seeing some, kind of seesaw between the 200 and 50-day moving average. I'm bullish Google actually. Let me just take a look at that, just zoom out, kind of look at the big picture here. Every time price action gets close to this moving average, I think it's a good buying opportunity. Love Google, always love Google. So yeah, I believe that's going to be it for that. I love doing these kind of stock analysis type videos, so let me know if you guys have any requests and I can look at some other stocks. I have been getting some really awesome suggestions for videos, so thank you guys for that. Huge shout out to K97 especially for the suggestions and stuff like that. But anyway, that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you have a great day and good luck trading.